are we actually right for each other? Or is this relationship coming to an end? A lot of couples, even those who at some point were deeply and happily in love with each other, come to a point where this question becomes painfully real. Conversations start revolving around logistics, irritation builds up resentment, and the emotional tension just keeps building. Instead of closeness, there is distance, and instead of feeling that you're on the same team, you just keep fighting each other. And something beautiful, something that might have become a deep, lifelong love story, starts falling apart. If this feels familiar, this video is for you. Hi, my name is Ana Lopez de Guereño. I am a PhD, a certified couples counselor, sexologist, and an ICF accredited coach. And for the past almost 5 years, I have been helping couples build healthier, happier relationships where both people feel heard, understood, supported, and accepted. To be honest, this work is deeply personal for me too. I have been in relationships where there was more struggling and suffering than love and commitment, and I managed to end this cycle and build a happy, supporting, loving relationship with a person that I want to build the rest of my life with. There are several patterns that I see again and again in couples that come to me, and one of them is when two people are actually deeply compatible, but they simply don't know how to communicate in a way that helps the relationship survive. Conflicts become more frequent, misunderstanding starts to pile up, and eventually it just starts feeling like you're wrong for each other. When in reality, if you just improve the communication, the relationship could be very right for you. And sometimes it's the opposite. People barely fight and they have a good communication, but with time it just feels like they're drifting further and further apart, and that there is not a lot left that keeps them together. In this case, the issue might be different, deeper values, expectations, or visions for the future. Sometimes people are pretty compatible and they even can communicate well, but maybe there are some issues in the bedroom, or maybe their love languages are not compatible and they don't know how to go around it. This is why, if you are at a point where you're confused and you don't know if to go on with a relationship or if it's time to break it up, the most important thing is identifying the root of the problem first. And of course, every relationship is unique, but there is a very clear path forward to resolve almost any of the above mentioned issues. There are 5 key stages that couples usually need to go through in order to build the relationship they want, even if they are in a crisis right now. First step is releasing the emotional tension that has built up over time. In many relationships, you're having the same fight over and over again, and it can be about different things on the surface, but it always comes down to certain resentments, and it seems like you're having the same fight over and over again. And if the emotions are not processed in the correct way, resentment starts to build up, and it can affect each of your interactions in a negative way. When these emotions finally have a safe space to be expressed and you have the techniques to deal with this emotion in real time, something shifts. You start to feel more relief, there is more understanding, there is space inside of you to really look and see what is going on in your relationship. The second step is taking a good look at where the relationship is at right now. When the emotional heat is a little bit down, it gives you the ability to openly talk about your needs, frustrations, expectations, disappointment, and seeing if you're even experiencing the relationship in the same way. Once the starting point becomes clear, it's much easier to understand where you can actually improve. The third step is learning healthy, nonviolent communication. Most people are actually never taught how to talk about their feelings and needs, and even identifying them might be a problem for many. And instead, we choose to project, blame, criticize, shut down, and hurt each other in the process. When the communication becomes clearer and calmer and emotionally safer, partners finally start feeling heard instead of attacked. You can bring your point across and your partner is not going to be offended, and you can hear them out and also understand where they are coming from. That completely changes the quality and the dynamics of your relationship. Then the fourth step is understanding how compatible you really are. Once the emotional intensity settles and you can communicate in a way that you can understand and respect each other, you can honestly begin to look at your values, priorities, expectations, and long-term visions for life. This stage is actually about seeing where compromise is possible and where certain differences may eventually become serious obstacles. And most importantly, this process brings clarity about who you are as a couple and whether you want to move in the same direction in the future. And now the final step is creating clear agreements about how you want to build the relationship going forward. I call it the relationship constitution. It's a set of agreements, relationship rules, and principles that both partners consciously choose together. This is meant to create stability, trust, and a feeling that we are on the same team. And if both partners have agreed to this and are excited about this, it makes it more probable that these agreements will be fulfilled over time. My program is designed to guide couples through these stages in 6 to 9 months in a structured, emotionally safe, and psychologically healthy way. I will gently support and guide you both through the personal inner work and the work that you're going to do as a couple. And I adapt the process for the specific needs and dynamics of each relationship while keeping the structure clear and effective. If you'd like to learn more about this program, you can send me a private message through my website or social media using the links below. I'd be happy to invite you to a free introductory consultation where we can explore your situation together and see if this kind of program is the right fit for you. Thank you so much for watching.